Welcome everyone to an APH virtual Excel camp. This week is pre-symbolic language and music and movement. We are so happy to have you join us. Welcome, welcome. Again, you're joining us for the APH virtual Excel camp for pre-symbolic language. This week is music and movement. We are so happy to have you with us today. You are welcome to write in the chat who you are and where you are from. We'd love to say hi to you. Again, this is the APH Virtual Excel Camp for Pre-Symbolic Language. And this week is music and movement. I want to introduce you to your instructors today. They are Andrea Anmestoy, teacher of students with visual impairments. Hi, Andrea.
Hello. Hi, everybody.
And Jessica Chamblin, another teacher of students with visual impairments. Hi, Jessica.
Hello, everyone. This is Jessica.
And I am going to stop sharing and I am going to let your instructors take it away.
Perfect. And today we have Miss Maren Aalgaard again. She's the one who did our song yesterday, and we have a new song with her today. So very excited to do that later. We'll go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and share our schedule. I have our tactile symbol for our welcome, and I will put on the screen now our schedule for today, just so we can anticipate what is going to happen. So first, we are going to do our welcome, and within that, we do our stretches every day. So if you want to get a rubber band ready for that. Then we will be doing our first part of our guitar lesson today. I'm going to be leading that, and I will be showing some examples of homemade guitars and how to put those together. Then we're going to have a short break, about 7 minutes. I'll have some stretching at the end of that just to get us back into our routine. Then Miss Andrea is going to give us some more information about guitars and practicing with our guitars before we listen to Miss Maren's song and strum along with her. Then we will be all done for today. So that's going to be our schedule. So the first thing is our welcome. So if you want to feel your tactile symbol or take a look on the screen for our welcome, and we'll get our rubber bands ready to do our stretches. So I have my rubber band, and I am going to start with my hands just like always straight out in front of me for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm gonna put my arms straight above me. If you only want to do it a little bit, that's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And our last stretch, I'm gonna wrap my arms around myself in a hug. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. We are done with our stretches, so we know that we are ready to start our camp today, and we'll go ahead and move on, and I will show you some homemade guitar materials, and if you have them at home, we can make those together. So I'm gonna move to my little workstation and to my other camera over here. Perfect. So what we are hoping to make is a homemade example of a guitar. So I'm holding a guitar in front of the screen. Usually, guitars are made out of wood. They have a hole underneath the strings so that when you strum it, the sound reverberates through the hole and it's louder. So we have a shape, usually with a hole in it, and strings over the opening. So that's what we're kind of replicating today. I have a few different objects that I'm going to use to make homemade guitars. Most often you will see a shoebox or a Kleenex box that's empty used for this, but I don't have any of those. So one of the objects I'm going to use is a bowl. So I have a small metal bowl, and then I have a collection of rubber bands. Some of them I got off of my fruits and vegetables that I buy, and I've just saved them. This one came on a tag of some kind, and it's elastic, so I can use that. Others are just a variety of rubber bands that are thicker or thinner. So right now, if you're comfortable to touch the different rubber bands that you might have in front of you, go ahead and do that. Maybe it's more comfortable if somebody holds it, and then you can just feel their hand while they're holding it. Either way, if you're able to make a choice about which rubber band you want to use, I recommend having two choices first, like a thin rubber band and a thick rubber band. And you decide, do you decide by looking at it? Do you decide by touching it? Or do you want to just go ahead and grab it and put it on whatever you're using to make your guitar? Maybe you just want to pick and someone else puts it on for you. I'm going to use this thick rubber band. And I'm stretching it around my bowl, and I have the opening of my bowl facing up so that when I pull on my rubber band, it makes a sound. What I notice is that my thick rubber band makes a deep sound, and my thin rubber band makes a lighter, higher pitched sound. You could use a box. I stole this from a game that I have at home. And you can put your rubber bands around the box. I'm going to loop this yellow rubber band around twice to see if it makes a different sound. And even though I have a couple different objects to make my drums, feel free to just make one. Here is a thicker rubber band. So I have a thin, a medium, and a thick rubber band. And I'm practicing strumming by using my fingertips and bringing them across the rubber bands. So make sure that you are comfortable to touch this, because having your hand forced onto something unknown can be kind of scary if we're not sure what it is. If someone else can let you know that it's safe first by touching it, and you feel them strum the rubber bands first, it might feel more safe then to do it yourself, once we know that it's okay to touch and nothing will hurt. The last one I'm going to use is a measuring cup. I like this because it already has a handle and it's kind of small, and this one's made out of plastic, so I wonder if it will sound different from my others. So I'm picking a very thin rubber band for my first one. And again, if you're making choices, maybe only 2 or 3 options in front of you, and you can pick which one you think is the best idea to add. That way it's really your project. I'm going to use this band, which came off of a tag I could also use a hair tie if you have any of those. If this goes on, sometimes our ideas don't always work out, and that's okay too. Got it.
A little bit of tape on the back would help hold them too.
Oh, that's right. If only I had some tape. And I'm gonna pick a thicker rubber band as well. And I'll do one more thin yellow rubber band. So I have 3 thin rubber bands and 1 thick rubber band. So with this one, again, I can use my hands to pluck. I can either pinch and pull or strum by dragging my fingers across it. Or if you have a card of some kind, this is a Speedy Rewards card, kind of like a credit card, I can use that to strum on my homemade guitar. Or if you have a piece of cardboard from our schedule, you could use that to strum on your guitar. It all depends on what you're most comfortable with. Maybe you just want to listen while someone else strums the guitar, and that's how you want to participate. All of those are wonderful options. So right now, we'll move back up here. Right now, we're going to go ahead and take our break again. And during our break, if you have not finished making your guitar yet, go ahead and do that. If you still need some time to find materials to make your guitar, we have about 7 minutes to do so. But as it is, I will go ahead and I will get our music ready and pull up our schedule. Because we are done making our guitar, and we'll go ahead and take our break. Let's go ahead and do some stretches before we come back. Let's start at our top and we'll work our way back down. So our stretches. Let's put our arms straight up as high as you can with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring them down straight in front of us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's put them down as low as we can to your toes or toward the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last one. Let's wrap our arms around ourselves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice job. All right. So while everyone is getting themselves back in order and ready, I'll pull up our schedule because we are all done with our break. So I'm going to take it off of my schedule because we do not need it anymore. And next we're going to move on to some more guitar information and fun with Miss Andrea.
All right. Hi, guys. This is Mrs. Andrea, and I have my tactile symbol for guitar, which is similar to stretching. And if that is confusing, it's the rubber band on the card here. You can actually use your guitar that you made. And this is the one that I made. So if that is a better tactile symbol, that is perfect. But we are going to be making some music. Okay, so before we start playing our homemade guitars, or if you happen to have a guitar at home, I wanted to talk about some different ways that we can actually access this music. As Miss Jessica demonstrated, that hand over hand is wonderful. And I hope everyone can see this. So your hand, the support partner's hand is here, and camper's hand is over, and we can move down, we can move up to access that sound. That may work, and that is wonderful. Or if the camper just wants to hear it from the support partner, that works as well. Once they might feel more comfortable with this, they may, on their own initiation, move their hand to kind of explore that a little bit more, which is great. So whatever time frame works for you guys, that's wonderful. We're just excited that we're able to experience this. So some other ways we can access our homemade stringed instrument is we can even use our cheeks. Okay, so we can even rub against this and feel it on our face. What does it smell like? I'm kind of smelling the rubber band. So it kind of smells rubbery. It's stretchy. I can lay my face in it and it kind of bounces my head like I'm on a trampoline. And I kind of think this is a fun feeling. So we all sometimes love to have our head moving around, bobbling around, kind of comfortable. I could even take a nap on my guitar. Okay, so that's another way. And if my head is here where my hole is, if I make a sound, bah, bah, I kind of hear it echoing back to me. Why is that? Because it's hollow inside, so I'm hearing an echo. So that's kind of fun too. So you can play with your cheek. You can kind of move it that way. You can use your hand. You can use your support partner's hand. You can even, I'm going to try to be flexible today. We'll see how this goes. You can even use your feet, okay? I think our feet are underutilized, so we can use our feet as well. You can use your toes. You can push on it with your foot. And how does that feel? You like that springiness, okay? So lots of ways to play our instrument. Does anyone have any other ideas that they want to share with us of a unique way of playing our instruments? Okay, so as Miss Jessica said, The rubber band, how big that is going to make the sound different. Okay, so if you guys have a big, thick rubber band on your instrument and you pluck it, or your partner plucks it, it's going to have a low tone. So low, low, low. If you have a string that's thin or a rubber band that's thin on my other box I made, my other guitar, it's going to be a higher pitch sound. So the thinner the string, the higher the sound. High, 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 low, 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 high, 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 low, low, low. So I'm going to give you guys a moment using whatever part of your body you want to, or your support partner, to pluck or move that rubber band if you have a thick one and if you have a thin one, and play with that. Is there one that you like the sound better? Do you like the low sounds? Or do you like the high sounds? And if anyone wants to add to the chat box, campers, what one you are liking better, we'd love to hear that. If not, we know you're busy. That's okay too. Miss Jess, do you like the high sounds or the low sounds?
I like the
Low sounds. Okay. Maren, how about you?
I think I like the higher sounds.
Okay. So we have a couple different, some people might like the higher ones, some people might like the lower ones. Now, the other concept we're going to talk about, and we talked about this yesterday, was playing our instrument fast. We're going to go fast over it, and some people really like to get fast or bang it. That's fast. Some people, some campers may like to do it more slow, slowly. So let's practice playing our guitar fast. Everybody ready? And go! And stop. Okay, now we'll practice playing our guitars slowly. Slow, 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 and stop. Campers, did you like playing your guitar fast or slow? I think if I like to play it fast or slow, it kind of depends on my energy. Fast. Naomi likes to play her guitar fast. Thank you for letting us know that. I love it. Okay, so you like that fast beat. You're going to enjoy our fast guitar song that we'll be playing soon. The other thing I wondered, and I brought a couple examples of a guitar and a ukulele with me. So I am going to hold this slow. Okay, Evelyn likes slow. I saw another fast one in there.
Nicole likes fast and Sadie likes fast.
Thank you for sharing. I love that, campers. So I brought a guitar. Now I am left-handed. So this guitar, and if campers, if we can talk about our left hand and touch, or the support partner can touch our left hand and then your right hand. So the way I should actually hold this guitar is this way, but that would make it upside down. So I am kind of I would have to get a guitar that's left-handed, but there is an opening, like Jessica said, in a guitar. And I'm just gonna strum this with my fingers. I don't know if you'll be able to hear this very well, but I'm gonna strum from the top. And I'm going to use a pick. And Jessica talked about using like a piece of cardboard or one of those little cards, like a credit card, and see if it sounds a little bit different. So when I did it with a pick versus my hand, it was louder with the pick. Why do you think that is? I wonder if my hand, it kind of makes that vibration stop a little bit. So it makes it a little bit more quiet when I use my hands. And then the other thing, if you can look at your guitar, look at this one, there are some really thin wires. These are steel. This is not nylon. This is a steel string. And those have a very high-pitched sound, just like a rubber band that's thin. So the thinner it is, the higher the sound. Now on this side is the thicker cord, the thicker string. And that is very low, just like our big rubber bands are low. So the bigger the string, the lower the sound. I wonder if the size of the hole in our instrument matters. Do you think that makes it sound different? What do you guys think? If there's a bigger hole in your guitar that you made, do you think it's going to be louder? And if the hole's smaller, do you think it might be more quiet? Let's see if we can listen to the two I made. So I made two guitars. The one on my right has a very big hole I cut out from a dish. So I traced the dish in my house and I cut a hole out. This one, I traced a cup. So it's a lot smaller. The hole is a lot smaller. So I'm going to play the one with the big hole first and listen to what it sounds like. It was pretty loud. I'm going to try this one with the smaller hole in the middle. It was higher pitched and it was a little bit quieter. So that is something that you guys can do a little bit later, is practice around and see if you can notice a difference between all the holes. And what if you had a little tiny hole? That would be kind of fun to learn and see. So I also have a friend of mine, and I do not know how to play these instruments, but this is a ukulele. And it has a very small hole. It looks like a baby guitar. It's just tiny. So it only has 1, 2, 3, 4 strings and a very small hole. So let's play this and see if it sounds different than our guitar. It is very high pitched. Very high pitched on the ukulele. So I wonder if that hole also kind of determines the sound that comes out of it. So something kind of fun to play around with. Okay, so we talked about the different sizes of bands and all that fun stuff. Fast and slow, loud. Do we like to play our guitar loud or soft? Okay, so those are some other concepts that we can play with. Loud or soft, and what one you enjoy. All right. So now what we're going to do is we are going to listen to some music, and we did this yesterday. And just like we did yesterday, I would love to know, campers, how you reacted to this music. Did you get really excited? Did you kind of go like this? Did you smile? Did you put on a frown? How did this music make you feel? So the first one we're going to listen to is some relaxing music on the guitar. So Leanne's going to cue that up, and it's relaxing, and relaxing makes us calm. Thank you so much. Campers, how did you like that? How did you like the relaxing guitar music? I really like that. It is after lunch for me, and that relaxing music could almost make me take a nap. Jack said so soothing. Yes, soothing, relaxing. Did your body kind of melt? We talked about a popsicle yesterday, but how about like a stick of butter? It just melt. That's how mine felt. So thank you for that. Now we're going to listen to that reflective. I love that word. Yes, kind of like, it feel like a very slow moving river, and you just can think about things and ponder. Reflective is great. Thank you for sharing that. Next, the kind of opposite of relaxing is fast, energetic, wide awake. And now we're going to listen to fast music on the guitar and see how that feels. Go ahead. That was fast. Did you guys, I'm going to hold up my object cues. Did you guys like that? Or did you not like the fast music? I happen to like that too. It still seemed kind of relaxing, but the person playing the guitar, they were moving their fingers very fast to get that sound out. So they were going very, very fast. I did like that one a lot. Oh, and Jack was smiling the entire time. I love it. This is wonderful. So we had I would say that would definitely be a huge like, because my object cue is a smile. I love it. Okay, the next one we're gonna listen to is the ukulele. Is anybody here on this, on the chat box or in this from Hawaii? If anyone is from Hawaii, they would have heard lots of ukulele music. And the ukulele was actually originated in Europe, but it was brought to the Hawaiian Islands. And so when I hear the ukulele, I've never been to Hawaii, but it reminds me of maybe that's what it would sound like if I went to Hawaii. Maybe get some sunscreen out that smells like the tropics and listen to the ukulele sound. And tell me if you guys like that sound. Done with that. We're finished. Did you guys like that noise? Did you like the sound of the ukulele? How did that make you feel? I felt, and you kind of saw me on the screen, yes, you loved it. I felt like moving my body left and right. I felt like kind of getting my hands together and clapping. Evelyn felt engaged. I love it. Music has so much power to do that. Music's amazing. We all have this like heartbeat that we've heard forever and ever that's innate in us. We have this rhythm and beat, so I love it. Just made me want to kind of move my body. I felt like I was somewhere else. So music has that great power to kind of take us to other places. It can get us really excited, and it can kind of calm us down as well. So I'm glad that you guys were able to listen to some of that, and I hope that this week that you can explore some other types of music, from drumming to guitar, so much stuff out there, flutes, there's cellos, the list goes on, and see how you react to that music and if you really enjoy it. We're going to do one more activity, and this is something that you can do a little bit later on, or if you have a younger sibling or an older sibling, wherever you are in your house, if you're a support person or an older brother or sister or younger, like I said, can use your homemade, can borrow your homemade drum or your homemade guitar, excuse me. And if you're comfortable with this and you feel okay with this, for them to strum it. Perfect. For them to strum it, and if you can localize where that sound is coming from. So the partner can strum it. I heard that coming from the left side of my body. You can say that guitar is on your left. You can strum it in front. So campers will know, ah, that's in front of me. It can be to your right. That sound is coming from my right. It can be behind you. And it's all going to produce a different sound because it sounds different when it's behind us, when it's in front of us, when it's to the side of us, and to the other side. Once you've experienced that, can that partner go a little bit further away, maybe a few feet away, and strum the guitar? Where did that come from? Oh, it's over that way, and I'm going to look in that direction. Maybe it's down the hallway, so we can be a little trickier. And with the support partner, can you go find that sound? Can we go find and locate where that sound came from? So that's another fun thing that you can do with your guitar, or you can also use your guitar as a drum and do that as well. Okay, let's listen to 2 more different sounds of instruments, and all the ones that we're playing today are in the lute family. And I just learned this for this class, but the guitar is over 4,000 years old. That's a long time that it has been around, that people have been making music with the guitar. So underneath that, we have the ukulele, we have the banjo, and the sitar. So let's listen to the banjo for a little bit, and then the sitar, and we'll see if you guys like those. They have a different sound than the guitar. So let's go ahead and start with the banjo. How'd you guys like the banjo? What did that make you feel like? And I think the title of that was Summer Days or something summertime for the banjo. In my mind, I went back to being a kid and being barefoot with my feet in the water, just a lazy summer day. And I hope that's what you guys are having today, is just a very mellow, easygoing summer day. So excited to be with you guys, but just enjoying the day. So that's the banjo, and that goes along with folk music. So in folk music, if you like that, your support partner can type in folk music. Carefree, I love it, Evelyn. Yes, wonderful. And you can listen to folk music and see if you enjoy that type of music, because you'll hear lots of banjo in that. Okay, the last one we're going to listen to is the sitar. And this originated in the subcontinent of India. And it has kind of a different, I think, kind of exotic sound. So let me know if you like the sitar. That was a sitar. Did you guys like that one with a smile that you might have shown? Campers, did you smile, or were you kind of maybe quizzical or frowning? because chances are you may not have ever heard that before. It depends on where you are in the world, but we don't typically hear this on radio stations. Loved it. Jack loved it. Yay. Is that your first time hearing a sitar? Complex. Yeah, very complex. Sounds so different. Jack, yes. Oh, good. I'm glad. That's so cool. There's so many different instruments that we just don't even hear very much. So that is wonderful. It has this, I feel like, exotic. I felt like swaying. I didn't feel really like clapping my hands to that one. That didn't seem, for me at least, what I would do, but I just felt like moving my body like a tree in the wind. Okay, so a tree in the wind for me at least. I'm so glad to know that you guys like the sitar. So that's it that we have. We're finished with all of our different sounds and with playing with our guitar, but I encourage you to keep doing that throughout the day and the week. I did want to leave you with one more thing about the apps, and there is one for the guitar. It is called Guitar Elite, and you could download this on a phone or a tablet. Guitar Elite. And this is really cool because you can actually touch the different, so A, you can go to that chord, and then you strum it. You can go to G, and it's gonna make a different sound. And I like this because I'm also receiving some haptic feedback. So when I push down and I just move my fingers gently across the screen, I can feel the vibration. So I know that something's happening. So this is a really fun app for campers. Campers, if you really enjoyed playing with your guitar and you like the sound it made, this would be a fun one as well for you to play with and just experiment with the different sounds and see what chords you like. So I hope you guys enjoyed the guitar portion. So we are all finished with that, and we're going to move on to music with Maren.
Yes, so I'm going to pull up our schedule, all done with the guitar. So now we are going to listen to our song for today, and we're going to listen to it twice. If you want to join in the first time, go ahead, but definitely the second time, join in. And I will get a set up for that, and Miss Maren will be here for us.
Everybody, how's it going with you? I'd love if you could join me in singing a tune. Grab your instrument or you can clap along. It will be fun, the song won't be too long. We can strum slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or we can strum fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Doesn't matter how you do it, just have a blast. On the count of 3, strum along with me. Start out slow, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That was great. Now on the count of 8, strum as fast as you can. Don't hesitate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whether you strum fast or slow, jump up and down or try to touch your toes, I'm glad that you could play and sing along. Now the song has to end. I told you it wouldn't be too long. No, it won't be too long.
Awesome, Maren. I love it. So let's go ahead and do the song again. And if you are ready to join along, go for it. Otherwise, you should be able to go to Maren's YouTube channel if you want to do it later on your own. So let's go again for our second time.
Hey everybody, how's it going with you? I'd love if you could join me in singing a tune. Grab your instrument or you can clap along. It will be fun, the song won't be too long. We can strum slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or we can strum fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Doesn't matter how you do it, just have a blast. On the count of 3, strum along with me. Start out slow, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That was great. Now on the count of 8, strum as fast as you can. Don't hesitate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whether you strum fast or slow, jump up and down or try to touch your toes, I'm glad that you could play and sing along. Now the song has to end. I told you it wouldn't be too long. No, it won't be too long.
Ah, beautiful. I love it. I think it's so fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. Did we have any questions, or are we good to go ahead and move on to our final stretches?
I'm pretty sure it's an adult question, and we'll get to that afterward.
Awesome. Then we are going to go ahead and take a look at our schedule, and we are ready to do our all done stretches. So we can get our symbol for all done, 2 fabric strips far apart, and get our rubber band, hopefully we all have some, for our stretches. So let's go ahead and arms straight out in front of us as far as you're comfortable to go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Arms straight up as high as you are comfortable to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last one, arms wrapped all the way around yourself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. I just want to say I am so proud of you today. Thank you for being here with us. Thank you for listening to music and learning some new things and trying some new things that maybe are hard. And that's wonderful. That's very brave of you. Thank you to everyone today. It's been really nice being here with you.
And thank you for the comments. I'm so excited that a lot of you guys, a lot of the campers out there found some music that you're going to love to explore and listen to this summer.
What is tomorrow?
We are going to be doing Egg shakers. Shakers, so if you have an empty egg, this will be our tactile symbol for tomorrow. An egg with some rice in it. We'll be working on shakers.
I will be using water bottles that are empty.
We all get creative. Well, I want to say thank you so much. I enjoyed it all, and we will see everyone tomorrow. See you tomorrow.
Bye.